welcome to episode 1 of the Moto Weekly Show. I'm going to be taking you through what's going on in the moto industry every week. A little bit of race rundown, a little bit of industry news. This is a new project, so expect it to evolve as we go along. And let's get started. Let's get started with the big thing this week. Obviously, that's Monster Energy Supercross at Anaheim 1. There's a lot of speculation coming into this event that each team is stacked with really good riders. We have a new format where it's going to run 18 minutes plus 2 laps. Obviously, the big things are, first of all, Ken Roczen is on a new ride. He looks great on the Honda. If you saw him at the Monster Energy Cup, he did fantastic, other than that one crash. Eli Tomac looks like he's settled into his Monster Energy Kawasaki machine, and we'll see how he does, but this format actually might be better for him. Eli Tomac is great with endurance. Chad Reed, even though he's back on the Yamaha, I feel like he's only gotten better on it. And his teammate Cooper Webb, both of them will be fighting for podiums. Jason Anderson, we'll go over him later in this video, but he has done very well last year, and I foresee him getting even more wins this year. Maybe 3, maybe 4, we don't know. Obviously, you can't talk about this without mentioning Ryan Dungey. Ryan Dungey already has won 2 championships in Supercross on the KTM machine, and he's looking to get a 3rd. And Dungey is not one to back down. Now, will he be the Dungey that we saw last year, very dominant, or will he be the Dungey from 2015, where his consistency keeps him in the race? Other notable riders, Josh Grant is back with a factory ride on Kawasaki. He looked great last year. When he came out to Daytona, everybody saw that. It was very good. He got in the top 10 on a privateer bike. Davey Millsaps, I never count that guy out. He's proven in the past that he can challenge for a title. James Stewart, even though there hasn't been a lot of mention about him and he doesn't have a factory ride, James Stewart, from what the one post that he put up says, looks like he might show up to Anaheim 1 to race. Justin Barsha out with a wrist injury again, so they have Jake Weimer filling in. There's a lot of good riders, a lot of talent. Obviously, you got other riders like Marvin Muscan, Trey Kennard. These riders, there's going to be 6 or 7 that could easily make a podium this season. Whether that will happen, I don't know, but we have yet to find out. So now we're going to go over products. The big one, Ken Roczen will be joining the Shift line of gear, and they're announcing a new line of gear with him. They call it the Blue Label, and they had an initial release only a few days ago. If you remember, a few weeks ago, Chad Reed had left the Shift brand for the Fox brand. Now, Shift and Fox are the same company. Shift is a brand under the Fox umbrella. It's a separate brand, even though it's the same company. Chad Reed had been with Shift for a while, and he had moved to Fox, and everybody was wondering, well, what's going to happen with Shift? Are they going to close up? Are they going to announce a new gear line? They just announced that Ken Roczen will be the new flagship rider for the brand. This new Shift gear is supposed to be tailored for an athletic fit. It was announced at the new Fox Lab down in Newport. The featured video this week is going to have to be the one Instagram video of Ken Roczen riding Jeremy McGrath's CR250. It probably is a replica he's riding, and he's dressed up in the old and the classic Fox gear that McGrath used to wear. It's very reminiscent of a video that was put out by Fox about, I don't remember, about 20 years ago, called Fly. Here's the you'll see the poster up on the screen. And Ken Roczen, he's always had a penchant for 2-strokes. If you look back in the GP career, he raced one of his last races on a KTM 2-stroke. He had an Instagram post last season about wanting to race a Suzuki 2-stroke, but not being able to get it homologated. Unfortunately, Honda doesn't currently make 2-strokes, but while we can, it's good to enjoy videos like this. Take a look for yourself. Our featured rider this week will have to be Jason Anderson. Anderson has always done well here at Anaheim. Remember 2 years ago, he made the podium, rookie year, and 1 year later, he won the main event. Jason Anderson has always had a strong season start, and last year he proved to be pretty resilient, holding on to get third overall in the championship. Anderson has also had a good run while he was in the Nationals. Unfortunately, that got cut short with an injury. And even with the accident that happened at the MX of Nations, I believe he will come out very strong. Anderson is known to be an aggressive rider. Unfortunately, that doesn't bode well with some of the other racers on the track, like Cole Seeley. But 2016 was any indicator of what Anderson could become this year. We're in for a good season with him.